Okay, call to order, City of Mayville Finance Committee meeting, special budget meeting. This was identified as meeting of the whole, but is a regular committee meeting tonight. Please take the roll.
Joe Tillman,
Here.
Ken Newman,
Here.
and Kim Wilson. Here.
Item 2, pledge of allegiance.
Pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America, and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. Amen.
Citizen comments. No citizen. 4, discuss 2024 budget items. We got through most of these last night, so yeah, Matt, should be nothing, right? Fire, correct. DPW, correct. Tag center, correct. Rec department, correct. Parks. Kim, if you have anything on any of these two, let me know as we go through. Number 7, library.
Actually, I can make a comment about the library tonight. So I did call Grant Larson today. And he said that we have a realtor right here in Mayville who will put the library, the old one, up for sale at no cost.
I think that's on our council for Monday. Yeah, I think it's on our council agenda.
Okay,
Police, nothing. Emergency government, nothing. For general admin, and then we talked about this last night. With regards to budgeting for the potentially adding an administrator. We went through the election items. The one other thing I wanted to bring up, that I didn't consider immediately yesterday was that we should plan, in addition to budgeting for administrator, the cost to create, use a consultant of some sort to create the job description and the job posting, because that's going to be way beyond what we can do in-house. I did speak with an administrator, and he ballparked that between 50 and 20,000 from start to finish.
just to put it together.
To put together the job description, the duties, most of the administrative positions aren't just a standard post. It's gonna be like a 4 or 5 page document highlighting, job duties. There's a bunch of information about the city. So it's not just gonna be slap up a basic job description, particularly because we're gonna include the clerk position with it. I think that we gotta have somebody professional put that together if we're gonna draw anybody worthy.
So you don't think we could go off on a recent city that has an admin?
I think we would be getting in way over our heads, personally. Anybody else, thoughts?
Well, my thoughts too would be get it done right, get it done professionally, lay out the rules. We as a council would obviously lay out what we want, or give that person what we want or what we'd like to see, and who's over this area, who's over that area, and we could put our own input in, and they would probably come back to us and say, here's what we did, this, and this. So,
Yeah, I think
I think it's imperative that we do that, because I'm not an HR person. Neither are you. And there's not,
well, I think we want to do this one time. That's it. And we don't want to put, a sloppy posting out there, particularly, one, we're probably not going to draw quality candidates, and 2, if we were to do that and then come back and repost it, it would, I don't know that it would give the right impression.
what I would like to see is somebody who can do this job and stop this crazy turnover. Get back to basics again
Well, yeah, I think that's the goal, have some
for
guidance.
everybody,
So
yeah.
that's why I think it's important to just, bite the bullet and have it professionally done. By somebody who specializes in it. I mean, there are companies that specialize in public administrative positions or public postings. I mean, there are a number of them. I know we talked about GovHR, I know Public Administration Associates is another. So I'm sure we could reach out for,
I've had training in HR, but I didn't.
I mean, it's a
Tell it,
whole
it's
different
not-
ballgame,
not
so
my
I just think that we should, I think we should factor that in and we should plan for that.
In the budget.
So I think if if we anticipate moving in that direction, I just think that it would be foolish not to.
Okay. Then, of course, the money, where are we gonna get the money from?
What's the question? I think that we're gonna get the money for the 100,000 that we added on yesterday. And the benefits and at least budgeted in there, if we're not gonna use it. So this is all to be determined too, right? I'll go from the council.
Okay.
You know what I mean?
I'm asking questions for the public,
Sure.
So that they know where we're coming from.
Right.
Yeah, I mean, I don't know if we can get too involved in, that conversation until it comes to council and we can kind of hammer some of that out then. This is, I want to just focus more on whether or not we should budget for that. And then we can, when that comes up on Monday, then I think we hit it then.
Okay.
Yeah, this is all crystal ball on the position.
Right. Right, we're not there yet even, so it's all
No.
tentative.
One more question. You talked to one company,
I did not talk to any companies, I just asked the administrator what he would expect to spend on a job description like that.
all right, but the companies or whatever you want to call them that are out there, are there many of them or is it just,
I think
who you pick from?
I think there are a number, I mean, I'm sure we could, I don't even know who personnel chair is now, or chair of personnel is, I think it's me. So I guess that's something I could look into if we get to that point.
Okay. All right, so I highlighted it to go on the agenda for next Monday's meeting.
It's already on there.
Is it, okay, I'm behind the ball here, I'm sorry.
So we just gotta figure out, are we gonna budget for that, or are we gonna try to, wing it and do it ourselves, which I don't think is smart. And if we are, what are we talking?
What was the number? That you.
The number that I got was probably between 15 and 20. Again, this was just a guess,
Right.
so.
I'd do at least 15. Like I said, put it in the budget, we're not.
Put 15 in there and.
This is all like wishing.
Right.
So. Nothing in stone.
I mean, I think that's fair.
Yeah.
Okay. Anything else on administration that we need to look at?
Not that I can think of.
Okay. Utility. No questions there. Special request for department heads, we'll be getting into that on Thursday, right? Contributions, Main Street, Mayville, contributions, Chamber of Commerce, Cemetery, we did all those yesterday. Community Development Authority. Have information from Tony
Thank you, Tony.
on that, well. So we're looking at 16,000 on CDA instead of 15,900.
We're missing one here though, Main Street and the Chamber of Commerce is $5,000 each. There, what was that other?
Did we go
one?
through those already?
Yeah, but I'm looking at part of this letter here, this email. We did go through it already, but it,
The budget, numbers for those was Main Street was 7,500. And Chamber was 5,000.
okay, all right.
We did have a question, and I don't know, well, the one question I guess we did have was on this education center. Did we get an answer on that? What that is?
I didn't receive anything on that one.
But did you get some information on that? Was that just part of the,
No, actually, I'm gonna text her now. That was supposed to be me who did it, and I'm sorry, I wasn't up to par today, so let's see. She might know exactly what it is. Education center, right?
mm-hmm.
What was their allowance last year for that?
For what?
What was the amount last year, or last budget?
For the education center?
Yeah.
There's nothing on there. That's,
Oh, it is blank,
I don't know what it is.
blank, I should say.
Oh, wait, sorry, it was 2,500 last year, so I don't know what that is. There was 2,500 last year, I was mistaken. I don't know what that is, but
I'm wondering if it has something to do with that little information center down here. She doesn't know either. All right, I'm gonna guess at this. I'm thinking it's that little kiosk thing in the park, it's probably gone now. You see something out there like an information booth, or did they take it away? Out front of where the big building, the Albrecht Schoolhouse.
I don't remember seeing anything out there.
Okay, they must have taken it away. There was damage last year where some kids started a fire in it or something. And I'm wondering if that's what that's all about.
yeah, I have no idea.
So maybe we should just not do anything with it, not allot any money for it, if that's the
At
case.
least unless we get clarification.
Yeah,
Yeah, I have no idea what that is, so.
Ken, does that sound like something I might have been for?
What's the question?
Education center, I'm trying to think, what would that have been for? And the only thing I can think of is that information booth that used to be out here in Gloucester Park.
That's on our line yesterday, right?
Yes.
On this, right?
We questioned that yesterday, we haven't gotten confirmation on that. I don't know what that is.
Well, guessing and making an assumption that would sound correct. I mean, it wasn't because of the fire or anything, but I'm sure that we might have set aside funds for the first time in 2023 of $2,500. Cause it was like a small house, Tony. Roof, door, open up, there's brochures and stuff.
Oh,
Main Street,
okay.
Mayville.
Okay,
It was all the Make It Mayville flyer brochure was in there. So it was almost like a non-posted like Chamber of Commerce or Main Street Mayville, when someone wasn't here.
okay,
Information.
Yeah, information
gotcha.
non-posted, just walk up and get a map. And, yeah.
Yeah, I haven't noticed anything around.
Okay, they were talking about moving it, so they probably have. That's the only thing I can come up with. So for now,
Could be.
let's just wait and see.
I would leave it on here
Take out.
and go to council if someone's got, you know,
I mean, that's pretty minuscule.
right. So we'll drop it.
Okay. Go back to CDA. I mean, it looks nearly identical. Well, I should say that expenses. Right. Lower. The revenue is about the same. As everyone look at this very quickly.
What's that now?
CDA,
Okay.
CDA revenues and expenses.
Goes in the red 7,000. That was like from the adopted budget.
Right. We look at the expenses on 24 or half that, so I don't know what changed. I mean, unless the biggest, this 15,000 number is scrapped from this other stuff. I guess I don't even know what's in there.
Promotions or grant.
6,000 in advertising for CA. 15 plus. That seems like a lot.
Yeah,
Yeah, we have Spectrum doing more of that. I don't recall.
But they have their own.
Yeah, I mean-
They've got their own line item.
We don't really need that for CDA, in my opinion.
Right, that's what I mean. So the expense on it is down from what it was prior. So unless somebody has an issue with what's there.
No issues there?
I have no issue with that. Do you,
No, I don't.
okay, so we're good there, we can move on?
Mhm.
Move on to landfill.
Okay.
Assume that this is just pretty.
I've got last year's budget showing that hardly anybody needs to look at it, and Tony's got it printed out here as well. In the old one, Tony, they got 2.45%. You happen to know what that was for?
Where?
I'm not sure what it was for. I'm kind of comparing last year. So it's right in here. And maybe if he sees it, he'll know what it's about. I don't. Does this mean it's like an increase, or what does that mean? Right there.
I hard to put that together. What? I mean, the numbers are different.
I thought maybe he
Significantly.
figured it out
different.
faster than we could. And if not, that's okay.
yeah, I can see, yeah, CDA fund. That's
Although the revenue over expenditures.
Yeah, that 2.45 can mean anything.
Yeah, I'm not sure either.
I don't know.
Alrighty,
Sorry.
that's okay. I didn't know either.
Yeah, the difference is exactly, the same.
Yeah.
You're give or take $800. With adopted budget, 134 revenues. 115 expenses. Positive. 19,000 in there. This year, or budgeted 70,000. Expenditures 50,000, then 20,000 in there. I don't know. That's calculated.
Yeah, I didn't either.
History. It came from,
Yeah, I don't need,
no idea,
no info on that.
so I don't know how to make a decision on that.
What's that?
The landfill fund, settlement fund. Like history of it, where it came from, where the money's coming from, what's it for,
Yeah,
what does it do?
Right now, it's sitting there for in case of, like, if we need, especially attorney fees.
right, well, the question is, where are the revenue and expense numbers coming from, because they're significantly different year over year. Although the revenue over expenditure is similar. 2022, 2023, 2024. If we were to look at 2021, the numbers are a little closer to what they are now. Well, I don't know why they were up the last two.
Could it have something with this 2.45% that it,
Yeah, but they're like doubled. I mean, they're like double. So. I mean, he went from 71 to 134 on revenue from 2021 to 2022. And 7,200 to 19,000 in expenditures in 2021 to 2022. I have no guidance in terms of what caused that. And then he'll back down, so. I have no idea where that came from.
who would probably know the answer to this is Rob. Or reach out, you might know that answer right off the bat.
I don't know what to do with that. It is.
Yeah, if you don't know about it, you
Come
know.
back to it
Right.
on Monday, like. Or. I mean, I guess we'll have to have another meeting. They hammer it out. Because I don't know. I don't know where the numbers come from, and it's kind of wild that they go up so significantly, then they're the same, and they're back down to where they were before. So maybe we can get some insight, I don't know where we would get that information, but it had to come from somewhere. We're just gonna come back to that and move on.
Yeah, let's do that.
I mean, unless you have some thoughts on it, Kim, because
I
I don't
have
know,
some thoughts, but I think I'm gonna hold off.
because I don't know anything about where the numbers are coming
Yeah.
from.
I have a vague idea, but I don't wanna say until I know for sure.
I mean, so let's just. Yeah, let's come back to that, I guess we'll have to have. Meeting next week, get that, hopefully only that. So move on to customer loans. And I don't know, there's nothing in any of these.
All right, customer loans. Would that have anything to do with the CDA? What,
I don't think so.
I don't know, there's nothing in any of these years, and there's nothing on
okay,
this budget, so. I don't know what it is, but. If we're not. If there's been nothing for 4 consecutive years, I don't even know why we're talking about it,
then we shouldn't. Then let's move on.
right? I mean, it's
I better
nothing,
check.
nothing.
I'm crossing it out.
Contingency fund.
Still waiting to hear back.
Okay.
Yeah,
Is that on for Thursday then? Or will that be something we'll come back to at a meeting next week? I don't remember what's on Thursday's agenda.
I don't know either.
What's that?
You want me to get it?
No, it doesn't, no, that's fine. Well, I mean, we'll just, if we need to, we'll come back to this stuff like on, I don't know.
As long as we're talking about Thursday at 6 o'clock, it'll be a problem for you anymore.
Well, I'll make it work.
All right,
So I guess but this stuff will have to be, this won't be able to be Thursday. Because it's too late, so we'll have to do this probably like. I don't know, maybe we can get it in Monday before the budget meeting, or before the council meeting, I don't know. But we'll just figure that out at a later date. So contingency fund, we'll come back to. If 4, 5, and 6.
Pretty standard, going,
Yeah,
nothing really. Well,
no,
Tony, was there anything out there while you were doing this that really caught your eye or something that we should take a better focus on, that you
In
noticed?
terms of the tips, you asking?
no, nothing that I noticed. And
Okay.
I verified it with, Phil from Ellers and
Okay.
so,
Still what's supposed to be doing.
trying to.
Yeah.
We usually did it one then. Take it. No. Kim, you got anything on the tips up?
No, I do not.
Okay. Cable TV,
We used to always have money in the cable fund.
you're gonna have to give me some insight on this,
Email,
or there's an email on it.
yeah.
Start
I think
getting
we
email.
did.
Yeah, we used to have some kind of deal with Spectrum and then I guess it's
Yeah, we
not valid anymore.
way back like Time Warner.
Yeah, something like that.
Yeah,
Okay.
they would give us money for, when they first came in the cable, they hung wires on the poles and they came in and gave cities X amount of dollars to broadcast as we are now, like on a city channel. So they gave them the city channel and they gave, like a character generator for each city and you could post, we used to be on like channel 99 and
Yeah,
we play the Great 98, music. And then there'd be like, hey, Tag Center's open for spooktacular Halloween, and, you know, the Main Street Mayville has, you know, downtown trick or treat, so it'd be a city channel.
Yeah, okay.
So they gave X amount of dollars to run that annually. I think it's obviously done and dried up, and obviously from the email, it looks like it would just
Can go away.
probably
I thought there was some.
sunset. Has he?
There was.
The
some-
general line for the sunset, right?
Yeah, there you
There was a little bit of money left in there at one time. You know what that was?
go. It's only like 2,000-3,000. I mean, it's
Right.
very minimal.
Do you normally just leave that sit there like that, or do we just relinquish it and put that money somewhere else?
Yeah, that's an interesting question, even though it's minimal, I mean, what do you do with
Yeah,
it?
I'm not sure, because it's just, I don't know the statutes in Wisconsin, if you guys have to vote on it, or I don't know.
Okay, so that's something we can look into at a later date, I mean, we'll just scratch it from this, but maybe bring that up at an upcoming finance meeting.
Put on a finance agenda and I'll discuss with possible action, cable TV, general
I'll do a little research.
ledger line.
I'll do a little research on it, and then if it's something we should vote on as a committee or a council, I will put it on an agenda.
And then go.
But if it's no longer gonna happen, that money should be allocated somewhere else where.
I realize that, but I think the point is that we have to figure out whether we can just
Right, if you,
reallocate it with our, you know,
Right.
do it legally.
Yeah, okay.
So I will research that. A debt fund.
Well, it says right here, the debt, obviously debt payments. $730,000. Is that correct, Tom?
yes.
Yeah,
Where
as
is
a
it?
year to date. You put this nice sheet together? Last
Very
piece.
bottom.
Oh, buried under my other
Yeah.
stuff, got it.
Yeah. Principal, interest, principal is $595,000. Interest was $135,000, total payment $730,000. And change, but I'm just generalizing. Paid on our debt.
And that's why we're still waiting for. We're still waiting on that anyway, because we've got to determine what.
Right, if we're gonna.
What we're gonna, or what we want to, or.
Right. That's as of right this second,
This is
yeah.
today,
so-
yeah.
Right,
Yeah, yeah.
so it could totally change on Thursday.
Right. Yeah. Okay, so I don't think we have to do anything with that right now, right? Let's kind of put that on there. That'll go on an upcoming
Until Thursday.
Thursday, and then.
What we want to borrow and.
This will come back up then when we do a Monday or Tuesday next week or whatever to touch on these other couple of items that are left.
Right.
Okay. All right. So, item 6, motion to adjourn.
I'll make a motion.
It was second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Aye.